Okay, so the first question that's come in from Anton via Instagram. I'm getting good engagement on my content, but not many leads. Any suggestions? So first of all, I don't care about engagement. And the way you've worded the question, Anton, probably means you're focusing on the wrong metrics, okay? So it can be quite difficult when posting content to not completely just judge your success on how many likes, how many followers, how many comments, because what typically happens with most entrepreneurs, they post the content, they then check back in the first 10 minutes, keep refreshing to see how many new likes it's got, how much reach it has, let's say it's a reel, and then they get disheartened when that bit of content didn't do quite as well as they thought it did. Or, as you said, if you're getting good engagement, wow, I got 10,000 views on my last reel, but I still don't have any leads, okay? And it really comes down to why you're creating the content in the first place, okay? So for me, I literally do not care about likes, comments, followers, or any of that stuff. All I care about is how many leads I'm getting in through the door every day and how many of them we are converting into actual deals. And content just plays one part in that. So first of all, Anton, you really have to decide why you are creating the content in the first place. If you're creating the content to be a content creator, that's absolutely fine. Full transparency, this won't be the talk show for you. There's people far better qualified who can speak to you about how to create content just purely as a creator. If you're creating content as a business owner to actually close that into deals, then that is what you should be focusing on. And I know it's difficult, but you need to almost remove your emotion from the numbers and the what I call the ego metrics on those social media platforms and really focus on how can I create content that gets leads. Now, that kind of leads into a bit of a deeper question is, why do you create the content? Okay, what purpose is it for? I create content purely to nurture my lead base, okay? Yes, you get inbound leads. Yes, you get more eyeballs and exposure and you get all that good stuff, right? But I really create my content to nurture my current leads. We still use all usual marketing methods, okay? Even though we put 100 pieces of content out per week, we still use all the marketing methods, all right, of outbound, paid advertising, and of course content. So people come into our world, and I know most people aren't really ready to buy immediately, especially when we've got a $10,000 package. Again, I don't know how much your package costs. Okay, let's say it was $3,000, $5,000. To think someone's just going to watch a reel, become a lead and buy does happen, all right, but it's not really typically how it will happen. So you've got to kind of emotionally remove yourself from the metrics and now really put, okay, why am I creating this content, and judge your success on the leads and the deals closed, okay? Secondly, just to come on to your question in terms of what content you are creating. So if you're creating content to be a trend, or you're looking at just, open up your camera and trying to do a reel, copying someone that you saw do really well in terms of engagement, that's not really the right way to go, because you're not going to be showing off your expertise. And it's important to know that people buy from people, okay? If you look at, just literally scroll down your Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn's probably one of the worst at the moment for it, and keep scrolling down and look, in 60 seconds, you'll get about 10 to 15 experts in your industry all saying a similar thing in a different way, okay? Usually by like a written post or a pretty scripted reel. As a consumer, as someone who you want to turn into a client one day, it's really difficult to who do I trust, okay? So you really got to think about what type of content you are doing. So if you look at what I'm doing now, I can't fake this. No one else can copy this. No one else can copy this format, because I am answering the questions that you're asking me in a natural, unscripted way. No one else can copy that. It's really shown off my expertise, okay? If you think it's valuable, of course, right? So it's also what type of content you are creating that leads on to that. So there are a couple of points on why to stop focusing on engagement and start focusing on metrics which matter, which is leads to deals. Now, again, just to recap, you should be using your content to nurture leads. If you're doing it purely just to get leads, that's the only way you're getting leads at the moment, then you need to have a look at your overall marketing strategy and plan, and really add in one outbound, one paid ad method if you can, and use the content to nurture the leads that come from there to close more deals over a longer period of time. So I hope that answers your question. If you enjoyed this video and you're an expert or consultant who truly knows you're the best at what you do, but you're not being perceived that way and you're stuck in the mass market personal branding dogfight, Then click below to learn how to create 100 plus unforced piece of content per week in less than 45 minutes, and closing 5K to 50K consultant deals within 7 days off the back of it. Look, I hate free training and hidden sales pitches everywhere online as much as you do, so it's not one of these at all. I give you all the done for you templates, tools, and a 30-minute live walkthrough of the strategy. There's no obligation to work with us or even apply, but I really hope it's helpful. Hope you enjoy this next video up here. Subscribe and look forward to catching you soon.